Baby, let me tell y'all something. The way I did not want to go live this morning. Oh, I did not. Child, listen. I'm here though. I'm in the building. Hold on. Hold on. I'm always in the motherfucking building. Yeah, you can believe that. hmm I said you can believe that shit. That's one thing you can go on take to the bank. You see? So shout out to that. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Let's see. Child, cause I'm nowhere near ready, y'all. I gotta get ready for work with y'all. Hair a mess. Hair a mess. All over the place. What it do? What it do? Sunshine. Baby, when I say I done got sick of my damn head, baby, I'm sick of my hair. Okay, I know y'all get tired of me talking about hair, but it is what it is. Hair is very important for women. You know what I'm saying? Like extremely important for women. And with that being said, child, it's annoying. It is. It's an annoying little I don't want to wear this. I wanted to wear my other swimsuit. I'm taking the kids swimming today, y'all, cause y'all, it's the summertime. I'm looking for my swimsuits, child. Trying to find my old swimsuit because I want to wear it. I need some new ones. I sure do. Hey, good morning, Ryan. Good morning, Ryan. My hair is a mess. Hey, shout out to you for jumping in my comments, though. Good morning. Oh, good morning. Y'all know what? Okay, so for work purposes, let me just put on any dang on swimsuit I could find because I don't got time. I was looking for a certain one. I don't know why it's not where it should be. I don't got time to hunt it down. So I'm just gonna. There you go. Child, I done found my swimsuit. Just a little green, little number, like a double mint green, little issue. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm going swimming today, child, and I gotta get ready. You see, I'm about to get ready. Well, actually, I'm just getting ready for the day. I'm getting ready to go live with y'all, period, because we got some things to discuss. It is what it is. Trust. I got some things to discuss with y'all. And guess what? I am not worried about people coming in here and out of here. Y'all just hit the like button before y'all go. Yeah. Shout out to that. I said I just need y'all to hit the like button before y'all go. Okay, yeah, it's me talking ish from behind an undone head. It just is what it is. It's an undone head. Yeah, and I'm talking shit. So what? It is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, you got to get you a Capricorn in your life. Capricorns are so cool. Like, we one of the coolest. Like, we cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, real cool. We don't be tripping on nothing. Oh, you got to do what's best for you? Okay. Oh, you didn't tell me happy birthday? Okay. We don't be giving a damn, you see? Yes, at least this Capricorn, baby. I speak for this Capricorn right here, you see? Like, I know how to adjust. You see, I will make adjustments. But not really. I just be doing me. I be so concerned with doing me that I just be so cool. I said I'm just so cool. I said, get me over there with CJ. Yes, put me on there with CJ and Kamari, cause I'm just too motherfucking cool. So shout out to that. Child, yeah, I'm getting ready. I said I'm getting ready. I don't want to be on camera. Hold on now. Hold on. I appreciate all of y'all for sliding over here. Yeah, sliding right up in the. Y'all hit the like button though. Hit the like button. We can't do nothing. I can't do nothing without a hit on my like button. So shout out to that. Anyway, I'm trying to get ready, y'all. Finding me something to wear because I need something. I very much something to come on camera in. Hold on. I said, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Y'all don't want me to sing? Singing? Yes, singing? No. How's everybody doing today? What y'all doing today? What are y'all doing today? What y'all doing up so early? What the heck are you doing up so early? And don't ask me what I'm doing up early because I already asked you first. What are you doing up so early? Child, and now I'm just going through the motions. I'm going through my clothes. Y'all look. See when I'm going through my basket and all of a sudden I see a piece to my swimsuit. Why is a piece to my swimsuit in my basket? Something to wear, y'all. Uh, well, I guess I could just wear. I could just wear my swimsuit on camera. I guess a little bit, but I guess I could. You see, I just guess I could. I guess that's my outfit for today. Cause I'm dang sure going swimming. And baby, that's gonna be a challenge. Hey, Stephen Elliott. Hey, Ryan. Hey, ABDYT. Shout out to all of y'all for jumping in my comments. I don't know where this. and Millie. Yeah, and a little bit, because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't really got too much to say. But I will say this, though, and that's probably why I don't ever get into it with nobody, because I'm so mother effing cool. Oh, I'm so mother effing cool, y'all. Hold on. Let me go put this towel in the dryer real quick. It's you a Capricorn in your life. Okay? It is what it is. They might be, you know, a little busy, a little strict, but I'm telling you, Capricorns is where it's at. So shout out to that. Child, I'm getting ready. It is what it is. I'm getting ready. I'm not stressing myself out. You see, it's gonna be a damn good day. So shout out to that. It sure is. Um, yeah. It's a vibe. Oh, it's a vibe, yeah, yeah. And shout out to Nicki Minaj, cause that's my girl. You hear me? Do you Eminem and hear me? That is my girl. I don't care what the what. I don't care if they could take the what and leave the what. I wouldn't give a damn. Y'all hold on. I'm getting ready for work. I'm getting ready for YouTube. You know, I was telling my baby something the other day. He had me laughing, laughing, laughing. Ooh, he had me laughing what he said. But y'all hold on. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe, yeah. Some conditioner to get this stuff out of my head. I said I'm just gonna need it out of my head. I said I'm just gonna need this out of my mother infant head. So shout out to that. Y'all hold on. I heard somebody say shout out to something yesterday. I was like, that sounds real familiar. And then let me tell y'all something. I seen this man. I said, y'all just be carrying back the bones. Ooh. Y'all just be carrying back whatever y'all. Child, I ain't mad at it. You see, I ain't mad at it. When you got pure, unbothered. So, yeah, welcome to the good life. Like they said on the side. Hold on, y'all. Gotta close y'all up in there. It is what it is. Ah. Ooh, wait. I done left my conditioner with y'all though. Hold on. Hold up like young dog said. I'll be back. I'll be back. And don't be hating. Don't be reporting my live. I'll be right back home, y'all. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Oh, it's a vibe, yeah, yeah. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. She won't fight, don't you lie? Yeah. And that's the kind of shit I like, yeah. Come on now. She won't vibe. Guess what? And that's the type of shit I like, yeah, yeah. I said, Nicki, Nicki, Nicki. That's my girl. I'm a little concerned for Chrisean. I'm a little concerned for Chrisean out here, Lord. I think she gonna be alright. But I don't know. I think she gonna be just fine. But it's these fans I'm a little worried about. Y'all hit that like button. We talking it talk. Let's that's the type of shit I like. It's the vibe. Don't you like? That's the type of shit I like, yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll spend the night, yeah, yeah. I know you feel this like it. Hey, hey. I sure hate Trey Songz started getting into it with the industry. Where's Trey? Where is Trey? This water started getting my eye out. I know what that means. It's gonna be. My eyes is gonna be red. It's a vibe. Hey, hey, That's busted, right? Mm. Ugh. Oh, shoot. My goodness. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. It is what that is. Shout out to my bestie for blessing me with my best. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get there. Hold on. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe and all the baby. It's what that is. I woke late. My bad. I woke up late. Now, child, listen. Listen, y'all. I said when I woke up, it was not in a new Bugatti. Mm-mm. I didn't wake up in no new Bugatti. Baby, I woke up late than a mother. I sure did. I said, oh, oh dear. Oh dear. What do I do with these news? With this news? And let me tell y'all something. Real talk. I want to lay back down. I sure did. I want to lay back down. I want to say, you know what? I'm not going live today, but I said, you know what? I am going live today. So shout out to that. I said I am going live today. I just am. I'm gonna be in the motherfucking building. Period. I just am. Where I'm going. I said live. Shit. Yeah. Like Sheree said, who gonna pop me, boo? Who gonna pop me, boo? Who gonna stop me, boo? Yes. If I don't quit bull crapping and get my, I need to quit bull crapping, y'all. Baby, the way I need to quit bull crapping and take my G-Shock, I take my G-Shock to the jewelry store. I don't care how old it is. Just see. Shout out to that. I sure don't. I don't care how old my watch is. Yeah. I barely wore it. Yeah, y'all know how I do. I barely be wearing my shit. So, I said I want to look at the flick of the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist. My kids gonna be so happy when they wake up and see me in my swimsuit. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm coming, baby. I promise you I'm coming. But one thing about it, my audience knows, baby, messing with me, baby, they gonna have some patience. A doctor. So shout out to that. Yeah. Ugh, feeling good as hell. I said I'm just feeling good as hell. Stay fine, you see? Yeah. Just, be the girl that my husband, married. Oh yeah, shout out to that. I said I gotta be the one you love. Mm. I'm just about you losing my life. You make me, you make me, Listen, listen. Hey, hey. Today gonna be a good ass day. Y'all better claim it. Happy Wednesday. Oh, everybody. Today gonna be a good ass day. To shake your groove thing. Groove thing, yeah. Do it how you do it now. Oh. I suits with our music. Yeah, cause I be your great ghost girl feeling low. Bum bum. You see? That better be a concert every motherfucking day. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Child, I said to myself, is DJ Buster the Buster? Let me find out DJ Buster is a Buster. Y'all know I don't like taking something just ain't right. You know when a motherfucker just ain't right. You know when they just ain't right. You see? Like he swear. Period. Going swimming today? Yeah. Baby, I be today and it's gonna get washed again. And y'all. Hey, Thabo. Thabo. What's up, Thabo? What's the word? Is your motherfucking winning today or not? Is your winning today or not? You know what? I was looking at something. First of all, I think his name is Aries Spears or something like that. Don't be mad at me, brother. Don't be mad at me, okay? It just is what it is. You just, yeah, you see? Like when people don't know my name, they be like, but anyway, yeah, when people don't know my name, I do not get mad. You see, I don't not get mad. I be like, okay. I take this as a sign, you see, and I just pick up my chalk. Yeah, you see, I just pick up my chalk. And I bring it along for the walk because it is what it is. That's all I could do. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going, keep grinding, right? So, Aries Spears, is that your name? Aries Spears, or what? Try. But anyway, I know he is viral right now, right? Because he was talking about Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? He was basically saying, I don't like Ice Cube music. I don't like the way the ninja act. I don't like none of that as a fact. Is he? Mm, mm. That's what he had said about Ice Cube, right? And so when Ice Cube heard it, Ice Cube was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? He's like, that's his opinion. Like, let the ninja have it. I mean, I threw that in there, but like, he ain't no top nothing. He said, all right, listen, the feeling is mutual. He's not on nobody's top comedian list. It's all good. And so then I seen a clip of the man. It went back to the man, and the man is like, so why, listen, he said, why do everything gotta be classified as hating? He said, when people don't like something about, do you automatically send it to, we classify that as hating. And I felt where he was coming from. I did, you know what I'm saying? But I said, listen, it's like this. What I gather is when people hear something bad about themselves, they initially, off the rip, like you could be like, I don't like Ice Cube. I don't like his music. I don't like the way he rap. Ice Cube could be like, that's cool, but I feel like you're a hater. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta understand. Anyway, everybody's entitled to their opinion, right? We all got that entitlement. So we all got the right to our opinion. But hear me out. You know what I'm saying? Just like we got the right to our opinion, the person on the receiving end of that, they got the right to this. Makes you a hater. It just is what it is. Like that's how I looked at it. That's how I viewed it. So Aries, baby, I need to do my homework because I don't know this man name. I do not know this man name. But hey, chop. You see, it just is what it is. That means you gotta work. Yeah, that like the song said, work, bitch. That's why I be That's why I be wanting to stand up, y'all. That's why, yeah. Shout out to that. That's why I be wanting to stand up, and that's why I will be standing up soon. Cause like, oh Lord, the way I be wanting to, you see, uh, I be ready to listen, you have to be solid. You see, yeah, like the kind of like the song said. I'm gonna piggyback off of that. Solid as a motherfucking rock. You see, yeah. You just gotta be so solid and solidified in whatever. I would rather him said, opinion. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me a hater. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather him said it like that versus why? You know what I'm saying? Which I get it though. I didn't ask myself that too. It's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? People just, they do. What they say, flight or risk or whatever. Child, I can't think of shit. But almost like attack mode. They don't be feeling it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And to me, people don't gotta enough to know that like just because you agree this just because everybody that disagrees with me does not necessarily make them a hater of mine. You know what I'm saying? So I get where he was coming from. But the thing is, once you throw your opinion out there, somebody else, right? You don't really get to decide. So yeah. Yeah, child, just a little something that was on my mind. It is what it is. I had ran across that little stuff yesterday, and I was like, wow. But that man is almost like a troll, like, or I can't explain it, but like he don't ever had nothing good coming out on my head and landing, and I knew it wasn't gonna land on Plymouth Rock. So yeah, get this shit out of my chair. But anyway, y'all, of course, all right, Nicki Minaj, of course, she in the title, right? First of all, let me just get Nicki. Shout out to Nicki. I said, shout out to Nicki. Motherfucking Nicki Minaj. That's my girl. You see? Listen, I don't care. That's all. It's not. That's my girl. You know what I'm saying? And she do things that like, come on, man. I don't always agree with it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but that's Still my girl though. You know. It just is what it is. I mess with guys, you know. Um mm, mm. So shout out to that. And shout out to her too. Cause like let me tell you something. It take ooh. I don't know what kind of strength it be taking to go up against all of that. All of that. You know, because the internet be on my motherfucking nerve. I mean, no. I take that back. I love, no, I don't want to say I love the internet, but I mess with the internet. It is what it is. I rock with the internet. Tough. Um, it's a very interesting place, but I just feel like you can't beat the internet. The internet is really hard to beat, so you gotta just be yourself. You see, yeah. Shout out to that. You gonna have to just, you know, be true to yourself. You see, ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody gonna have time for really nothing else. You know, if you make time for it, your ass gonna be crazy by the time you done. You know, it just is what it is. Try the internet to take you all up and coming out on top. It just is what it is. Shout to everybody that might need a copy. Y'all go get y'all one. The link is in my bio of my Instagram, okay? Y'all know my Instagram is my comment section. Period. Just one word. I lumped it all together to make it easier for y'all. It's my comment section, yeah. And in the link is the bio. In the bio is the link to purchase the ebook that I wrote. Okay, it's called All Gas No Brakes. You know, and it was just simply about learning how to adjust. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to adjust and keep it moving. You see? Yeah. Shout out to that. Just being a boss on the internet, just bossing up. Being a boss on it, bossing up on it. Out, yeah, yeah. You see, I did that. So shout out to that. And yeah, truth be told, like, man, ain't nobody got time. So, like, yeah, shout out to Nicki Minaj because, well, I say this internet be coming for my girl, the internet be coming for my girl. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Hey, you know, I said, hate her. It just is what it is. They cannot make me hate her. That's the thing too, like, and I ain't gotta agree with everything she do, but I still like her. I still rock with her. That's called being solid. That's called being loyal. That's what a lot of people don't. And listen, like Kendrick Lamar say, but they feelings and then they be ready to bounce like a basketball. Bye. You see, bye. Mm-hmm. True story. Cause let me tell you now. Child, that's neither here nor there. Okay. So I told you I know how to let go. And let go. Shout out to that. Now anyway, and shout out to Nicki Minaj. That's my girl. I done gave her about 5 shout outs in the last 10 minutes, but I cannot stress this enough. That's my girl, period. Like people be on her I wish I would. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, I feel her. So Nicki gotta do what she gotta do. And right now, child, evidently she been having to do a whole lot. Yo. But what I want to talk to y'all about. Okay, so today is day 3 of the cleanse. Yeah. Shout out to that. I'm coming on a man to man. It's getting easier and easier every day. I would say the first day was the hardest, y'all. Is anybody doing a cleanse with me? Y'all jump in my comments. Yeah, just click, just write. You see, it's all good. Like the song say, it's all in the hood. Um, but yeah, I'll be through with that in 4 more days. I'm glad. I can honestly say the only thing I miss the most though, for real, the only thing I miss the most is sugary drinks. It's like kind of like a problem area for me, you know what I'm saying, in my diet or whatnot. Because, like, I don't even miss sweets like that. I don't want no cake. I don't want no ice cream. I don't want nothing. I just want something with some, a drink with some sugar in it. So, I see that, like, next week I'm going to have to be on my J. I'm going to have to be drinking white. My topics today, hold on. Ugh, I need, like, yeah. I just need a setup. You see, I just need another little setup, a real cute little setup. And I know God is listening, so shout out to that. He heard that. But anyway, today what we talking about? Rocks with Kodak. It just is what it is. But I gotta keep it real. It's kind of hard seeing him the way he been lately. So just like, you know, I've been giving him his space. You see. But y'all like Kodak. Rocks with Kodak Black. And so I'm also talking about DJ Mustard and his wife having to call out his girlfriend or fiance, child. His fiance for the last week. The 3 days. His 3-day fiance. Man, yeah. And let me tell you something. I don't even take sides. So shout out to that. I do not be taking sides. But like, I follow his wife. I follow the wife. I don't follow the girlfriend, and I don't believe I follow Mustard. So it is what somebody, I feel fond of his wife. You know what I'm saying? I think she a cool chick. I think she a cool chick who been dealt some BS cards, and it is what it is. Now she just got to pick up the pieces to her puzzle. I will say this, though. So I'm talking about that. I'm definitely talking about Chanel. I would tell the girlfriend a thing or two yesterday. I was feeling that. I said, ew, that was ugly. It was not a good exchange. Ozzy Osbourne dead. Oh my word. I said, what? Now I know Ozzy was getting old. You see, it just is what it is. I know Ozzy was getting old. They had their little show, and it was just like those. I like the Osbournes. Period. Shoot, when they said Ozzy had passed away, I was like, you know what? I said, to me, that was the original Todd Christie. Yeah, he was. I could fly. It just is what it is. Todd reminds me of. Man, I like the Osbournes. Ozzy, Sharon. Prayers. I send my prayers up and condolences for Ozzy, Sharon, um, Jack and Kelly. The whole family is really sad. Like, that is really sad. But Ozzy was older. Ozzy was older. And Ozzy, he lived a motherfucking life. You see? Yeah, shout out to that. I feel like Ozzy had a time. Well, I tell y'all this all the time. Like, I be wanting to live in 2 different locations. I think that's life. You know what I'm saying? I always have. And tell me why the Osbournes is the people that inspire me to do that. Yeah. Shout out to that. I think and when they be filming, they would, go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And I like that. That was just so I just like, you know what I'm saying? Because at their other house where they was from when they wasn't in the States, it had a dog already. You know what I'm saying? It was just like they go during that time watching their show as a young buck like that. Grew to love them. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. That's why when they got older and Sharon Osbourne started getting caught up by being on the Real or whatever show she was on, child, I think she was on the Real. I wasn't paying that too much attention, because I feel like I like the Osbournes. It is. That's crazy to me. But then that's how death is. Death is just shocking. It's a shocking thing. I feel like the only way we don't be shocked is when it is only because somebody dying. Like they have to actively dying. in order for us not to be shocked. And other than that, it's a shocking thing. It is what it is. But prayers and condolences. And then I'm gonna also talk about Chrisean a little bit today, getting a phone call from Tory Lanez, and I'm like, how I feel about it. I don't know, but we're gonna get there. I'll see you when I get there. And last but not least, I'm gonna talk about Millie. Um, not a Millie. Not a Millie, child. You see, but it's on the way. But we're gonna talk about Millie. Malaga Rams. You see. Thanks. Hold on. Okay, so I'm excited. That's what I want to tell you. I'm still excited about the cleanse, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited because I'm eating better. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to be eating cleaner. And like, yeah, next week I'm looking forward to just eating. Is what's gonna do it for me. So I gotta file back. Next week when the cleanse is over, and just stop being so dependent on sugar. Uh. The goal is to get back to where I was ultimately, though, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And where I was like I was barely drinking soda. I was barely drinking soda, and I, you know, like I was mainly just eating a little bit more cleaner too. You know, I would say. So anyway, that's that. That's how I'm feeling. Okay, on day 3 of the cleanse, I'm ready to get it over with, but I don't know. It's just getting easier. You know, it was the first day. First day down there killed me. I felt so hungry, and Thursday, yeah, they just so juicy for real a little bit. But anyway, let's talk about Kodak Black. Shout out to that. Shout out to Kodak Black too. That's my boy. I hope Kodak get it together, man, cause that's my boy. But I don't be knowing. You see, I just don't be knowing. He just, I be feeling like he just, um, actively, you know what I'm saying, might be dealing with the, is it a spirit or a demon? I don't know. But addiction. I also be wondering like if somebody be, you know, putting whatever. I'm from Texas, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Texas, and get what? In Texas, we ain't gotta do all that. Yeah, shout out to them. I said, we just ain't gotta do all that. In they areas, they be practicing all this other old crazy stuff, you see. And I be thinking that, y'all know, Jack Boy be saying he be doing something to Kodak Black, like having the lady do whatever. And I do believe in the I don't know what you call it, baby. I want to call it the. I just don't know nothing about it. Shout out to that. I just don't know nothing about it, and I don't want to either. Um, Child, yes. I would never. Like, I bored with Texas, but it's a lot of places I'm not in Texas for. Period. So shout out to them. Now some of them I will give a try. Mm, So yeah, but hold on. Kodak Black, child. Kodak Black. Man. Where I want to go with this? Okay, so Kodak Black basically said that like lawmakers, you know, like have failed the filthy rich. Mm, mm. You know, according to Kodak, rich men. Hold on, my bad, y'all. Rich men are being taken advantage of. Mm. Yes, baby, at an alarming rate, according to Kodak Black. Y'all, hold on. According to Kodak Black, he didn't got sick and tired. Mm, mm. He said he is sick and tired, basically, of getting taken advantage of by his baby mamas. And this comes after one of them. I know one of them filed for child support. I don't think Kodak Black is on child support. So shout out to him. Okay, and shout out to that. I'm a believer that, like, if you can work with each other, work with each other. If you can't, you can't. It is what it is. Then you got to go with your next move, right? On the same page with the other person. So shout out to him. But like, yeah, he is basically asking for lawmakers to make it where these women don't get out as child support. It is what it is. Because basically, this is what he realizing, right? He realizing I work now another day in their life. You see, and I'm having a problem with that. It just is what it is. And I see where he going with it. To me, he just don't necessarily think that it's fair for women to come up off of the man's fruits of labor. You know what I'm saying? Which I get it. I get it. But at the same time, it's just one of them things. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like walking outside and like being profile. You know what I'm saying? For your skin. Like you ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is basically just how you look. Same thing. It's a lot of things in life that we go through that's not fair. And I feel like that's one of them. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I will say this though. Y'all know I'm an advocate for like mothers and children and whoever. It is what it is. It is what it is. I am. I don't feel like your child or their mother, don't get it twisted. I don't feel like they gotta live as great as you, but I feel like it need to be down there on the same level. Okay, please believe. Hold on. I sure do. So shout out to that. I do. I don't believe depends, but like I guess Kodak Black. Listen to this. Listen to this. Kodak Black want a woman, right? To have a baby by a man that is doing good for themselves, right? I mean, dare I say it, well off. It is by a wealthy man, right? And then, like, what? Go target? Or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, hold on. Because I was listening to him, though. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to him. And he was basically saying, oh, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, child, you can't control that. You see? It is what it is. You can't control that. You know. But at the same time, I'm like, come on now. Go to school for some money. Okay? It is what money. Must be the money. You see, like Deion Sanders said. So like if they ain't trying to go to school no more and blase, or further themselves and whatever. You see? I would just say it must be the money. You know? I hate the curse, but for real, it's like fucking dog. Shit. Same reason your ass ain't in school. Shit. Same reason your ass ain't enrolled in no college right now. You see? It's because you done already got to the money. So guess what? Your baby mama ain't trying to do that either. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. because they access to it. So shout out to that. It is what it is. You gave them access to it. Hold on. So I feel them. You know what I'm saying? I feel them. But then, there's, you know what I'm saying? We all do. We all deal with stuff that's not right, And I'm not saying that's right, but I'm saying that's the way the world is made. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. We could like, you're just not gonna be able to change that. You see, like I said. So anyway, um, but yeah, shout out to Kodak Black though. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't mad at them. That's the thing. When people like express how they feel, I don't be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Even though I can like sometimes I don't always agree. I will feel the way he feels, because at the end of the day, when it comes to child support, a man who has money, it's up there. It really do. It be up there, and it's weird. You think about it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And most times it do. It be crazy. It dang y'all be seeming unfair. Um, but it is what it is. It's income based. It's income based. And I just feel like I honestly I feel like your child should live damn near as good as you. You see, it just is what it is. And when I say that, I let me break it down a little bit. So like they don't have to live as great as you. You know what I'm saying? Because some people live great, but I do feel like your child should live good. If you living great, then your child should be living good. It just is what it is. And when I say stuff like that, I mean like um the mother, right, of your child should be able to um afford your child the same gifts that you afford them. You see, so it's not like okay, when I go to my daddy house, it's the only wear this or wear that, you know, or have this or have that. You see what I'm saying? No, your baby mama should be able to um probably not as much as you. It is what it is, but she should still be able to get her kids some of the stuff that you get them. So if it's Balenciaga at daddy house, it should be Balenciaga at mama house. I'm saying if that's what she want to do, you know what I'm saying, that if that's how she choose to do it, it just is what it is. Like that's how I feel about it. Period. You know, if I'm in upscale places at daddy house, I should be able to be in upscale places at my mama house too. Um, it just is what it is. Now, it's like I said, I don't. She is not her money. It's not. It's not her money. At the end of the day. Um, so like no, she should not be living as great as the dad. But like, how can I explain it? So it's almost like this is a good example right here. I think, see, this is why I styled a little bit because I can't remember, but I'm almost positive. I think, I don't know. I don't know for sure. But anyway, I could have sworn Brian McKnight's, Brian McKnight's ex-wife. I think it was his ex-wife. I'm almost positive. Or somebody ex-wife. How about that? Shout out to that. Child, somebody's ex-wife. I'm gonna give me an energy drink today because I feel like I need a little energy. Energy, like Beyonce said. But oh yeah. She was basically saying she worked at TJ Maxx. And when I can't remember, somebody whoever was interviewing her was like, but why? You know what I'm saying? She really couldn't really just say why. She didn't need the money. Um, she did it just to get out the house, it seemed like. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy. Like I like that's crazy. Like, let me just say, I'm trying to think of some people. I'm gonna think of some people real quick. Okay, so that's like Offset baby mama, right? That's like her working at the mall, uh, or at Target or at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, how that add up? That don't add up. You know? You see, it is what it is. Like we willing to bet, you know, that your child support is probably okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay to do something. You see, it is what it is. Do something a little better than that. Hey, good morning. Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Allie? Talk and we talk all news and celebrity gossip. So shout out to that. Um, but yeah, I just feel like the baby mama should be all right. You know what I'm saying? The kids should be all right. I know that's right. Well, shout out to that. But I see something up there talking about some top something. I know that's right. Well, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. And shout out to you. Shout out to Alex Benjamin. But anyway, okay. It just is what it is. Almost like who else can I name? Who else can I name? Shoot, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of y'all. Shit, it's a lot of use. Um, okay, this is a good example too. This is a real good example. Always be calling her the rich baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. Shout out to her. She be stepping around like the rich baby mama she is. You know, it just is what it is. At all because he got others, you know. But out of the baby mama crew, she the rich one. Shout out to her. But like, so he be walking around all the time. But at the end of the day, could you imagine like picking his other baby mama up on Uber or something? It's like, or could you imagine like seeing his other baby mama catching the bus with a child? It's like, you be want to pull over your, yeah. You see? Mm. So like, you know, it just like you have to find balance. This is what it is. You have to find. I, honestly, I feel like even the courts, you see, like they have to find balance. You know, like they didn't ask y'all to come to them looking for child support. They didn't like it's to find some type of balance between the child's father, right? He lives, because it is what it is. Like you don't get to and right now I'm talking to Kodak Black for real. Kodak Black, you don't get to do all the things that you didn't did, right? Make all the money that you didn't made, accomplish all the shit that you didn't accomplished, right? And then have a baby with somebody catching the bus. Like you just is you just don't get to do that. You know? Hold on. And I will say this. Thank God. Uh, I'll say that one more time. I said, I'm just going to say that one more time. I said, thank God. You see? And the court systems. Because the truth of the matter is, if we didn't have them, a lot of y'all would have y'all baby mama on the bus. You see? A lot of y'all would have y'all baby mamas and the child looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? For real, because some of y'all ain't got it in y'all. You see? To like do what's right. I mean, just do what's right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all ain't got it in y'all to like, now, like the type of person that I am, the type of person that I am. You give me some money, everybody around me gonna be all right. You know? It just is what it is, especially my kids' parent. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, if I'm a man, she gonna be all right. She's supposed to be okay. It is what it is. She ain't supposed to be looking all crazy, you know. She's supposed to look like she got a baby by somebody with a little money. I mean, it is what it is. You see, it ain't about her. It's not about her. It's not about her. But then at the same time, like that is, some things can be a matter of opinion too. You know what I'm saying? Some things can be a matter of opinion because that's my opinion. I wanted to buy that baby mama a brand new Hyundai, then there's just difference of opinions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just gonna be a difference of opinion. You know, for me. But I do get like there should be differences. Don't get me wrong. So like, in other words, if your wife is riding around and da 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 da, then hell nah, you ain't supposed to go get your baby mama a matching da 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 da. Hell no, she ain't supposed to drive what you drive or what your wife drive, but she's supposed to drive something nice. You know what I'm saying? Something really nice that's not gonna have her on the side of the road. It just is what it is. Balance. It's no difference than somebody getting rich and leaving their mama in the projects. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't care. Yeah, mama, I just ain't gonna be able to care. You see? Y'all can't leave you. Same thing to me. Same thing. You know, you're supposed to treat your kids just as good. You're supposed to treat your kids as well. A little bit, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, people start word on the curb is Kodak Black wants the judges, you know what I'm saying, to start like capping some of these women's child support. It just is what it is. He don't feel like it should be as high as it is, okay? And I'm like, appreciate his his honesty, you know what I'm saying, on the matter. So that's that. But at the end of the day, I will say this before I get out for that topic though. Kodak Black, you know what I'm saying, he was saying like he a good person, you know what I'm saying, with him. Who have a little money in the industry and stuff like that. And have kids by him. And with that being said though, I do believe that like Kodak Black will, you know what I'm saying, do right by his people. Now that I do believe. I do. I believe Kodak Black will find some type of balance, you know what I'm saying, to do right. I do not see Kodak Black putting his baby mamas on the bus stop and stuff like that. But you just never know. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, with most people, you have to be at their every beck and call. You know what I'm saying? So in other words, we got to be on good terms for you to treat me, right. No, F all that. Treat me right in the middle of a disagreement too. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Um, but yeah, shout out to Kodak and that. And then after that, let me go ahead and move on, child. And while I'm talking about the baby mamas and everything, we might as well just go ahead and talk about DJ Mustard and his drama too. Now, with Mustard them, I don't know a lot about Mustard them. I don't at all. Because, like, hold on. what it is, child. I got this damn glue falling out my head, and it's all over my back, and I just keep getting it and getting it and getting it, and it's distracting me. So yeah, I'm just getting it, y'all. Hold on. So I ain't gotta be distracted no more. But anyway, look. So Kodak Black, right? I mean, not Kodak Black. DJ Mustard. Like, okay. So DJ Mustard and his baby mom. DJ Mustard and his ex-wife, right? They have issues. Like, and I don't really know a lot about them. I don't. I gotta keep it real. I don't. Y'all know I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. And like usually to get the tea, and like usually nothing gets past me. But those two, they got past me. You know? That just is what it is. Hold on. DJ Mustard and his wife Chanel, y'all, they got past me. Um, mm, I didn't know nothing about them, right? Lift that up just a little bit because YouTube be going low. It is what it is. Like I see what I see, right? I see what I see, and then when I rewatch my video, I see that like y'all saw some shit that I didn't even see in the video, and that's annoying. But anyway, so DJ Buster and his ex-wife, like I said, I don't really know a lot about them. I don't. All I know is like he filed for divorce. You know what I'm saying? I know that. I know that he allegedly filed for divorce and like didn't want his wife no more. With that being said, yesterday she got into it with his baby mama. Okay. Uh, mm, straight like that. She did, child. They got into it. It was nasty. It was kind of ugly. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't really get that bad like that. But like, yeah, they just had words or whatnot. Because a couple of days ago, she was talking about a football schedule, right? She like, oh, why y'all ignoring me? You know, can I get my baby football schedule? My common sense tells me she don't know no coach. She don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was thinking. You know, because other than that, she's talking about she being ignored. You know, and everybody else like, girl, what? Give me the team name. I get the schedule. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, y'all, don't play her like that. Don't try to play her like that. You know what I'm saying? I think my what's kind of got an adjustable that I haven't. But anyway, so she telling so people telling her like, girl, just get the schedule how you could get it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, y'all, my common sense is telling me that she can't get the schedule. You know what I'm saying? She probably don't know the team, you know what I'm saying, and behind her back. And so 2 days ago. And so yesterday, she come online and she posts text messages between her and the girlfriend. Because hold on. A few days ago, she also mentioned something about why your girlfriend got my child in the car riding without a car. And so anyway, the girlfriend, I guess she finally addressed it. And she like, what? You know what I'm saying? So she sent Chanel messages. Child, I need the messages. Ugh. This is a mess. I gotta get more prepared. But anyway, long story short, she like, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's what she said. She said, I don't give a fuck about what you and your baby like text me about it. You know what I'm saying? You texting about football. That's kind of how she handles Chanel. And then Chanel came back with, I don't give a fuck. What she say? Damn, I cannot remember what she said. She don't give a fuck about what you want or something like that. She said take it up with a therapist. Oh, child, no, it was a little juicy though. It was a little juicy. So Chanel told her like the only person, she said, you Or the only she ate with that I feel. Mm. And she was basically just telling the girl, they both saying the same thing. The girl is saying that, like, you told me that, like, we was going to keep it cordial. You know what I'm saying? And Chanel is telling the girl that, like, yeah, you said you didn't want to be in our mess. She said, but then you came to my baby graduation and you didn't speak. She said, why? She said, have some, the circus. Yeah, this circus, the least you can do is like speak to the kid's mother at the events. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, you ate Miss Preston Curl. It just is what it is. Shout out to Chanel. I like Chanel too. You know, I like. You know what I'm saying? I would say I like her character. You know what I'm saying? She seems like a good person. She seems like a good woman. She seems like a good mother to her kids. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dang, you know, I just hate to see her going through what she going through with DJ Mustard. But at the end of the day, DJ Mustard, at the end of the day, to me, DJ Mustard acts like a buster. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Randy Watts. You see, it's just over there. Nah, for real. To me, at the end of the day, DJ Buster be acting like a buster. You know what I'm saying? He mad over for whatever reason. It's crazy too. Like, how the hell you file for divorce, but you be mad all the time, dragging this woman? And it's really hard to see, y'all. It's really hard to see, but y'all know I did a co-parenting show. I'm not trying to hear it. Listen, it's a couple of things that need to you ask. See, this is the thing. I would tell Chanel to cut Mustard off. Period. He don't like you. He don't like you. But we all know. You know what I'm saying? Let's not get it twisted. We all know if she would, yeah, shout out to that. He absolutely would. See, like, that's what they be wanting. They be wanting to get along with you to get along with you. You see, like, at the end of the day, she's single too. Child by, you know. Um, yeah, that's all she gotta do. That's throw her ass in a circle. One day. Day. You see, and that'll shake up everything him and Brittany got going on. I mean, it just is what it is. At the end of the day, he married her. Mm, mm. So shout out to that. Now, but Chanel is trying to get her grown woman on. I see, you know, by like just moving on with her head up. You know what I'm saying? And co-parenting with him the best way she knows how. Cool. That's grown woman-ish. But at the end of the day, I take it a step further. You know what also is grown woman-ish? Ignoring this fool. Like, period. Ignoring this fool. Chanel ignoring this fool. Because at the end of the day, Chanel needs to realize they don't get along. They don't get along. Stand each other. When you don't like somebody, you do not need to be dealing with them on the regular. And that's the truth of the matter. You know what I'm saying? And like, a lot of parents don't understand that. A lot of parents don't realize that. But that is the fucking truth of the matter. You know what I'm saying? Chanel needs to really remove herself from this situation. Um, I can tell you right now, a lot of people, let me tell you what a lot of people do. A lot of people be like thinking, this is what a lot of people be thinking. I'm moving on, I'm moving forward. This is something that I have to do. That's not true. You know what I'm saying? That's not true. You have to co-parent, but you don't necessarily have to be in communication with the other parent. Let me say that again, because it's a lot of people that don't know, and it's a lot of girls in the back on this particular topic right here. You have to get somebody that can communicate with the other parent, and that's it. That's all. Now that doesn't mean that it necessarily stops all the drama. Absolutely not. But it at least allows you a space for some damn peace and some real healing. When the co-parenting is fresh, everybody is mad. Everybody is mad. Everybody is hurt. Nobody is healed. And like the pain is the loudest thing in the room. Damn lie. No, you don't have to deal with him. You have to find somebody else that will deal with him. That's the truth. Got too much damn money. Yeah. Shout out to that. To have to deal with each other. You see? I mean, it just is what it's saying. Everybody, listen, everybody daddy ain't, everybody ex-husband, everybody baby daddy, everybody kid's father ain't got DJ Mustard money, okay? Or Chanel Theory's money. Girl, put that money to work. Make that money work for you, for real. Guardian ad litem. I can't remember, so I don't necessarily remember everything that the guardian ad litem does and all of that. But what I can say is, girl, find you a paid middleman. You know, if she can get along with Mustard, but if it's gonna bother her peace, you know, honestly, I would tell you to find. It just is what it is. Get you somebody neutral. That can communicate between the both y'all. Chanel said this. Mustard said that. You see? So to win in 6 months. Like, where did the time go? I just been out here just living, having a funky good time, and I ain't even realized, like, it's been 6 months since the last time I had to text him, talk to him, argue with him, anything. You see? Yeah. That's the truth of the matter. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, that's what I recommend. It is what it is. I recommend God damn, what do I call it? I cannot think of what I call it on my co-parenting show. But it's just basically like a middleman. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that goes a step further. Until things get better, no events. No events together. It is what it is. Graduations and stuff like that, you can't necessarily help that, but that's about it. That's about it. You know? Still a functioning family. Yeah. Shout out to that. Now it's way more loving. You see, Chanel just needs to remove herself. It is what it is. Like, he wanted a divorce. Get what? The divorce you shall get then. For real. Like, she needs to remove herself. And then another thing she brought up, she did say that the girl Brittany is older than her. I said, ooh, I eat for real. You know, I thought he burnt off I thought he burnt off on Chanel with a young thing. But come to find out, he didn't let somebody older plot on him. And I said, Brittany better pay attention to what she got. It is what it is. People don't really like change much. You know, so it is what it is. The only good thing that I could say about Mustard, well, I won't say the only good thing, because I like his work. You know what I'm saying? He be over there with Kendrick killing shit. It is what it is. That's why I try to mind my business and stay out of his. Because y'all know I don't take sides. Y'all know I don't take sides. And then not only that, I like Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? It is what I like, Kendrick Lamar, and it is what it is. But I just be minding my business. But at the end of the day, though, Chanel, she needs to remove herself from him. Like, it is what it is. He likes getting a rise out of her. So, for instance, let's go back to the football schedule thing. When she was talking about the football, hold on, damn. Before I get there, uh, my mind is all over the place. Let me just say this. I told y'all it's two things I like about Mustard. I like his art, but I also like the fact that he will get married. You know what I'm saying? I like that. That shows, like, to me, that was interesting to me. She told Mustard, she said basically, like, she was asking about the football schedule and he was ignoring her. And then she said, man, don't nobody give a about you updating your relationship status. Congratulations, you engaged. Now, can I have a damn schedule? Football schedule. You know what I'm saying? So that let me know that not only is he annoying, calculated too. You see? Because it's like, I know Chanel is thinking about me right now. I know she is for a fact because she's been trying to get in touch with me for this schedule that I'm ignoring her about. You know what I'm saying? So I know she that, you know what I'm saying, age now. You see, just like weird shit, And like, in order for her not to have to deal with the weird ish, she gonna have to remove herself. It just is what it is. She's going to have to remove herself. And this is the thing, y'all. I've been there, done that. At the end of the day, a lot of women ain't gonna want to do that for different reasons. I feel like, but a person's top reason will be like, they not gonna run me off, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, don't none of that provide peace. Don't none of that provide peace. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of whichever one. I think it's Tia. I think Tia's going through the divorce. My bad. But this ain't Tia and Corey. This ain't no Tia and Corey situation. You know what I'm saying? Uh Corey, and I brought them up because like they spend time together. You know what I'm saying? They was time together recently. People thought that they was getting back together, but she dropped something recently that I feel like she's still moving forward. She's still is cool with the decision that she made to divorce him. But at the end of the day, this ain't that. And then so you got some people, y'all. You got like eventually they could see themselves at barbecues together. My new man, your new girl. This ain't that. You know what I'm saying? This ain't that. I don't need nothing of the sort. That's people that are like really close friends. Close friends, amicable breakup. You know what I'm saying? Them other people who, for instance, I was watching Cops just recently. Y'all know I told y'all I watched Cops. The lady was like, can't remember what the commotion was about, but I do know. Okay, she was living there with her new man, and her old man still lived there too. You see, but what it was her and her old man owned the house, so she wasn't going nowhere. But stuff like that, you know, what I mean? People can, do stuff like that with their exes. But man, don't lie to yourself. It is what it is. Y'all can't stand each other. You see, then y'all just can't stand each other. Leave it at that. This is my opinion about her healing, how serious she is about her parenting, how serious she is about thriving, and not needing to be in his space. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing. Like, that could be one of the things too. They just want to, some people just want to, told y'all that. That's how women are. Women can like not stand a person, but we can like, I can't explain it. We can keep it cool. We can keep it cool. He won't give her the football schedule. Why? Like, that's the type of stuff that men do though. Hurt men. You know what I'm saying? Um, and she just really, 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 really has to show him that, like, I'm not your woman no more. You know what I'm saying? When I'm willing to put up with BS, now I'm just your co-parent. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. As my co-parent, you don't have the right to bring stress into my life. Yeah, and make it harder on me to be great. You don't get to do that. Like, she got to show him how serious she is about, like, moving forward and just loving herself. See, that's why I said some people get caught up with the I'ma show you. You know what I'm saying? I want you around because I want you to see me smile. I want you around because I want you to see you didn't break me. You know what I'm saying? I want you around because I want to show you that I'm strong. I can show you that I don't care about you in your new relationship. I don't care. But you ain't gotta be around to do that. You don't. You ain't gotta be around to do that. I'd be damned. What you do listen, this isn't working. I am unable to communicate with him. I need somebody to step in the middle. It is what it is. I need somebody to step in the middle and communicate with him. And then the courts will go from there. Because they already in the court system. It is what it is. They already dealing with the courts, custody, and all of that. So I feel like that's another reason why she do what she do. You know what I'm saying? Because women be trying to abide by the custody stuff and men be like, F that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still trying to hurt you. I'm still mad at you. I still don't want you to be smiling. I still want you to be somewhere effed up behind what we going through. Because I'm effed up about it still. Just come to your senses, put your big girl panties on and like bounce. Like, I mean it, like bounce. What I be telling women to do or what I be telling parents to do, a lot of people, I just feel like, I think they be feeling just like I used to. You know what I'm saying? And not to get personal, but like, seriously, I think they still be feeling like they have to, for the child's sake, still feeling like they kind of want to, but and I'm here to tell you there's other ways, okay? There are other ways to co-parent that ain't got to do with you looking crazy, crying, sad, mad, or none of that. You see, it just is what it is. Because there's just something about turning off all the compromising and it's okay. It's going to be okay. Getting upset, but it's going to be okay. And getting upset again and getting damn bad again and getting talked to crazy and this short end of the stick. Like, that gets old. It gets old. You see? And shy, it's other ways. It's other ways around it. You just got to cut that off. Cut that off. Cut. She trying to get the football schedule for him. It'll just be somebody else. You just be somebody else. Not saying that it won't still stress her out, but it shouldn't still stress her out on the level that it does, because it'll be somebody else trying to get it. And then they'll just be communicating. I ain't got it yet. It is what it is. I ain't got it yet. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, you keep playing. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like you keep playing with me and then you might not see the kids for a while. Mm, mm. Cause like, are you cool? You know what I'm saying? Is you cool? Like, is everything all right with you? Everything okay at home. You see, home with a new baby. He the one supposed to then moved on. This lady is single. Self. Doing the work. Healing. Alone. How in the hell you in another relationship causing all this chaos? But people do it. You know what I'm saying? Jay Mustard and his wife drama, okay? And then after that, child, let me talk about Chrisean Rock. Chrisean Rock, baby, and this Tory Lanez phone call. I'm like, oh Lord, take the what and leave the what. First of all, I love God. I love God. That's I'm like, I'm here for it. First of all, Tory calls Chrisean Rock with some words of encouragement, right? Not really sure what all he was saying to her, but I think, I heard a little bit of the clip, and he was basically telling her that like she just needs to sit down somewhere, you know what I'm saying, get in a place where he can talk to her. And I'm like, okay, messenger, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But then at the end of the day, I guess I felt just a little some kind of way, because it's just anyone care about you. It's more like, yeah, I care about you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm worried about you. But I have an agenda almost. I mean, I can't explain it, but that's what it felt like. It is what it is. That's to me, uh, what it felt like, but wash their hands with her, right? They don't fool with her. To a lot of people, she trashy. I asked y'all in the title, has she lost her spark? Because it seems like it a little bit. And we're gonna get to that in a minute. But then you got a lot of people who, wish her well, want to see her do better. You know what I'm saying? Finally getting her bag, you know, um, and start thriving. So, people, the internet is just, it's all a divide. And like, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, just maybe, Tory Lanez is on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he really do care about some of the things that she's going through. That's not hard to believe. Because, like I said, you either on that side or you on the side where it's like, to hell with Chrisean, which you got to listen. People are divided. People are divided. So anyway, she got a phone call from Tory Lanez though. And yeah, it was just interesting. And then if she wouldn't have said that, then I would have felt like it was genuine, you know? But now it's like, okay, hold on, Tory. What's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, is DJ still answering the phone? I mean, DJ must. Is DJ Academic still answering the phone? You know what I'm saying? Like, is everything okay? You know? Then, not to mention, Chrisean, she's streaming. She's streaming right now. So, again, we don't know if that was a, um, a genuine interaction or more like business, you know. But child, internet. You know what I'm saying? We in the era of the internet, and I just feel like we're in a time where you just gotta have some common sense, and you're gonna have to be able to decipher things for yourself. And for me, I would say it's business. It was more business than it was personal. You know what I'm saying? Them both, if you ask me. It was on brand. It was right on brand too, because you got Chrisean saying that Blueface messed with Megan Thee Stallion. Well, you got Blueface. Did Blueface tell us that? I think Blueface the one who told us that. So you got them saying that he messed with Megan Thee Stallion. And so now you got, so obviously if Blueface didn't mess with Megan Thee Stallion before, Chrisean probably ain't that fond of Megan Thee Stallion. You do the numbers, okay? Like, it wasn't genuine at all, really, to me. But that's just how I feel about it. And then the question that I wanted to ask my audience is Chrisean losing her spark? I saw an interview. Well, I didn't look at the interview. I jumped in the comments. You know, one thing about I forgot who was interviewing her. But anyway, long story short, it was a DJ Sky interview. And people were saying that like Chrisean was a tag along. They was also saying Chrisean took over the interview. But then they went from saying, well, they said, hold on, to she ended up taking over DJ Sky's interview. But a lot of people said recently, they started to notice that DJ Sky is the one with emotion. I said, ooh, eek, I said, okay, y'all spilling. Mm, mm. What more can I say? Top illing. Because, baby, listen, y'all know one thing about me. I'm here, there, I'm everywhere to get the tea. But, like, I don't, like, I'm not, I don't watch like that now. You know, not one celebrity that I watch like that. And I don't watch Chrisean enough to know that DJ Scott. Chrisean is now DJ Sky's plus one. Like I didn't, I'm not that invested to know that. But yeah, according to a lot of people, DJ Sky it has, her own motion right now. And that they feel like Chrisean's um I haven't if you ask me, Chrisean got motion. You know what I'm saying? Especially because she, doing the streaming thing, and with the streaming thing, they having her here, there, and everywhere, right? But again, you got people who pay way more attention than I do. So y'all let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? It's Chrisean, and I'm like, what? I'm lost. You know what I'm saying? Let me find out. I done got lost in the sauce because I ain't seen nothing like that yet. Um, So that's crazy. And then another thing they were saying, see, so none of this would be happening. And like, I don't know what's really happening like that. I'm like, what happening? So anyway, something real quick though, y'all. Yeah. I'm like, what's happening? Child, I guess I'm lost in the South. I don't even know why people saying she being, but y'all know I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere to get to see. So I'm definitely tuned in with this Chrisean rock situation, and I'm gonna be paying attention because uh I ain't seen her motion slow down. It is or whatnot. But hold on. And then what else I had today? Oh Lord. Okay. So then yeah, shout out today. I'm gonna talk about Millie and Armon Wiggins. Hold on, y'all. Let me go see if this iPad is charged up real quick. Give me a second. Child, never mind. I changed my mind because I ain't got time. Yeah, for that. So anyway, I take my computer to the store too. Like it's always something. It's always something. And it is like I try not to complain. But anyway, it is. It's always something in life. Let me tell you something. I don't really be knowing where to go with them too. It is what it is. I don't. I will say this. I feel like both of them are a time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when they them both, shout out to that. And I wish I would have tagged them in my video too. My bad. I meant to like to tag y'all people. Not so y'all can see my video, meaning Armon and Millie, but so the audience can you know, tune in and see, you know, what somebody is saying about them, what the Shay Renee is saying about them. It just is what it is. So shout out to that. But Millie, when she go to getting on somebody, yeah, I like how she be talking too. It just is what it is. But y'all, I said all that to say their beef and they drama is so damn interesting. Somebody posted a video yesterday. I'm listening to her and saying that basically Armon. Now, first of all, when is Millie's trial? Because Armon said he going to Millie's trial, and if Armon covers Millie's trial, then guess what? Yes. Um, everybody don't be at these trials, and child, y'all know. Child, y'all know I ain't in no trial. For real, unless it's in Texas. So anyway, and to a clip she sang yes. How child, she talking about how Armon showed her a picture of Kyle. I said, ooh, he what? Take what and need a what? Child, Millie said Armon showed ass. Ass. I make that move. Go. Yeah, that one. I said, now what? Take the what and leave the what? Like, oh my God, why? Now, in Armand's defense, though, I was in the comments and people were saying that, like, the picture was all over the internet. I didn't see X. Is where all the stuff be happening, okay? So anyway, yeah, I'm listening to her say that, right? And it was so funny. And then just overall, I'm like, they beef. Millie and Amon's beef really does. If here's what it is. I enjoy them. I enjoy that beef. But I said, oh, I eat. That's a little tea. Let me share that with my audience. So yeah, Millie was basically saying that when she was at dinner or lunch, I would say, with our mom, right? He just dry had a picture of Kyle from the neighborhood top. And his ass. The ass. His name. Yeah, what you and Kyle got going? You see? I mean, it just is what it is. But anyway, and if you just got here, let me tell you what we're talking about today. We're talking about Kodak Black, which I already talked about. Click the rewind, click the rewind, click the rewind. You see? Replay gang, I'm going to need y'all to get in the building with it. I talked about Chanel. Speaking of which, I forgot to tell y'all, Brittany going to tell Chanel, I see you when I see you. Girl, what that mean? Anyway, Ozzy Osbourne passed away. About Chrisean real quick, real briefly. I sure did. Real quick and real briefly. And what else I talked about today? Millie and Armon. But I didn't talk about Millie and Armon like that. It just is what it is. At least a word on the curb. Nicki Minaj has deleted her station head poop stars. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. So the rest of the poop stars know that the rest of them know we on. Okay, it is what it is. They know I'm on. And when y'all know I'm on, I'm just gonna need y'all to get here. Hold on. And last but not least, Nicki Minaj came up off of station head. Now, first, when I first got to YouTube, y'all, I would hear about station head all the time. YouTube. Child, I still really don't know what station head is. I think I think I looked it up. I think before though. I think what it is some type of podcasting type of thing. I think you know what I'm saying. Like maybe I just don't know. Like let me keep it real with y'all. But anyway, hold on y'all. Station Head is an app that I be on dog. Hold on. My head hurt. I'm hungry. Let me go get me some grapes real quick. Very bad connection. Why would I have? My phone said I had a bad connection, y'all. Oh, great. But anyway, y'all. So Nicki Minaj, the station head, allegedly. Word on the curb is, um, Nicki was deleting her station head videos or audios. And I said, okay, Nicki Minaj about to go adios. Period. She about to come up missing on station head. That's what I thought. Thank you. You're welcome. She about to come up missing on station head. And so I'm like, okay. Well, y'all know she was just asking Casanat how is Kick and how is Twitch. Well, let me just say this though. Kick is the ones that allegedly hired Chrisean just recently. So I want to say Nicki Minaj might be headed to Kick, y'all, but I'm not sure. So don't quote me. And I'm not saying it like it's actual and factual, but I think she is. I think she might be going to Kick. So shout out to her, shout out to that. I will say, if Kick made that play, shout out to them too. That's huge. That's huge for them. Especially because I don't know much about Kick, but it seems like everybody on Twitch these days. Which I've been needing to do. Hold on. I need to get on Twitch. I need to get on Twitch. Well, Twitch or Kick or whatever. I need somebody to send me an invite. Yeah. You see, like Gunna said, hold on. First of all, you know what I was just thinking? Yeah, because it's going to take me to think it. You better believe that. I'm always thinking. I'm a forward thinker, and that's what, I don't know. I feel like that's what separates me from a lot of people. If you can think of it, I already thought about it, probably. So I'm looking at Moneybag Yo workout, right? And I'm like, oh man, I bet you Moneybag Yo probably be annoyed that like, please don't make no noise. No, you gotta be quiet. Anyway, I think Moneybag Yo be a little jealous, y'all, of Gunna. Yeah, yes indeed. I think he'd be a little jealous of Gunna, y'all. Dang, his stuff on dead. Just for the simple fact that like they both work out. You know what I'm saying? I said they both work out. Work out. Let me see something real quick. Don't use copyrighted music or any other content. You should only use content that you have created yourself. I thought YouTube got like YouTube library or something like that. Trying to ask somebody. Y'all know I don't be watching nobody. I don't watch nobody. Try it is what it is. So anyway, let me see something real quick though. What I want to get on here for? Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. I feel like Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj leaves. I think Nicki Minaj left station here, y'all. Like, imagine you leaving your job, cleaning off your desk. Yeah. Making space for the next person. I feel like that's what Nicki did. Word on the curb, Nicki Minaj is gone from station head. I'm like, ooh, I eat. I think she was just tired of the platform, maybe ready to move around, and maybe ready to go to another platform. You just never know. Like it's. I think it was all marketing. Eventually, I feel like it was marketing. The way she set up her marketing, you know what I'm saying, to end up going over to Kick or Twitch. We're gonna have to see, but I know y'all mark my words, I feel like we're gonna find out soon. Like, what's today, Wednesday? We might even find out this week. Where Nicki headed. Like I said, she was having a conversation with Casanato, asking him about Twitch and different streaming platforms and stuff like that. And so like, yeah, I think she but yeah, I think she going to Twitch or Kick, which I said I need to make my way over there too. Shout out to that. I do, y'all. Rest in peace, Ozzy. I cannot believe Ozzy is gone. That's crazy. And then how about them cheating ass people? Y'all saw them people that was at that game and they put them on the Megatron. Child. I said that's what they get. That's what they get. It is. Cause they shouldn't have never they shouldn't have never been out and about anyway. Cheating. On some damn cheating. Child, they done lost their damn mind. Talk about the people that was caught cheating just recently. Child, and if you notice, I didn't talk about it. And that's why I didn't even talk about it on my blog, my channel, none of it. Cause I didn't want to talk about them cheating fools. Yeah, you outside. I said, y'all ain't learned nothing from Diddy, huh? Y'all ain't learned nothing from Diddy. Y'all supposed to be at the hotel. Yeah. Hotel, motel, holiday Inn. That's what the hell y'all was supposed to have been. Hell wrong with them. They out in the back. Then got caught. That's what they get. It is what it is. But yes, superstars word on the curb is Nicki Minaj has deleted her audios from Station Head. Now I will say this though. Me myself personally, I think Nicki is moving on. I think she had fun on Station Head. I think she enjoyed herself on Station Head. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Shout out to Nicki Minaj, though, who gets so much online flack. For real, they be on Nicki head. I be like, damn. Can she breathe? Can she fucking breathe? Nah, they be on Nicki head. And I definitely be like, I'll be like, hot damn, here we go again. Y'all ain't gonna let this lady make it, huh? I say y'all just ain't gonna let this lady make it. So, anyway, She deletes her stuff off of Station Head. And let me say this though. Some people was saying that they feel like it was all them rants she was just doing though about people over there. I said, well, that might got something to do with it too though. You know? Very well could. You know what I'm saying? That could be the reason why she leaving station. I mean, why she deleting stuff too, because we all know. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't think Nicki really worried about no lawsuit like that, but I don't know. I don't know. That's what people were saying. You know, and she could be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's Nicki Minaj, and I definitely feel like Nicki be watching over her ends like that. It just is what it is. Uh, so yeah, I plugged up the iPad. I plugged up the iPad, y'all, so we can chop it up or whatnot, whatever. But I'm getting ready to go swimming in a minute, in a little while. I like to take my kids early. I sure do. I like to take them early before everybody else starts showing up. You see, yes. Mama need a pool. It is what it is. Mama need a house with a pool. Child. Oh, my hair is so soft. Oh, shout out to that. It's so soft. Shit's giving. Mm. But yeah. Mama need a pool. You hear that? Yeah. You hear that, babe? You see, I need a pool because, like, I don't, you see, I just don't. I'm real funny. I like, I can't explain it, y'all. I'm just a loner. I'm just a loner, baby, who enjoys being alone. And I really, I'm undecided. A part of me don't really want to swim, but then like I don't really necessarily like just hanging out at the pool like that. I will, but I'll just be getting in. But then I told myself I want to go swimming before the sun is up without my kids. I do, cause I don't ever really get to swim when they there. I be trying. But that ain't no real swimming I be doing. Shit, I ain't even jumped out the diving board with them. Being there, you know. So I definitely need to get me some swimming in without them this summer. We'll see though, cause I'm always with my kids. Y'all know that. I mean, it is what it is. Life of a life of a stay at home content creator, baby. Shout out to that. Uh, yeah. Child, I'm getting ready to go swimming. And really the day couldn't go any faster. The day couldn't move any faster for me. I really needed to. I needed to like, cause I'm ready. You see, it is what it is. I'm ready. Like Tevin Campbell said, I'm ready. You know I'm ready to love you. Come on, forever. Hey, love now. Oh, come love me forever. Hey, if you just got here, hit the like button. I done talked about a lot of shit. A lot of shit. So shout out to that. I'm probably gonna talk about a little more too. I'm probably gonna talk about a little more too. I'm talking about whatever's out there. Uh, What's going on in the internet streets? Child, Jackie slapped the hell. Jackie smacked the heck out of Jackie, her daughter. I said, ooh, ah, eek. I know how I feel about it. Nobody wins when the family feuds. Ain't nobody got time for all of that. You see, just walk away. She was already walking out the door. She should have left her mama the hell alone. How your mama walking past you and you gonna try to push your mama? Girl. Girl. Privileged ass girl. Privileged ass girl. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change, you see. That's how her mama ran up. I said, ooh, I eat. That wasn't no good look. Yeah, that just wasn't no good look for her, but maybe she'll learn, like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she know now, though. My mama ain't playing. Shit. She probably felt like them cameras. You see, was gonna save her. Child. And it seemed like it was at first, but Jackie said, shh. Baby, Jackie said, I'm old school. So, and everybody was like on Jackie's side, which I don't take sides. Y'all know that. It is what it is. She tried her mama and got smacked. It is what it is. Got fire. Like, fire smacked up out her butt. It is what it is. And then Portia and Shamia, child. Portia and Shamia. I don't know what to say about Portia and Shamia because I ain't been watching. I ain't been watching no Real Housewives of Atlanta. I told y'all what I've been watching, child. Cops. It is what it is. I've been watching Cops. And Cops is funny. It is what it is. Cops is really funny. I be laughing. And I done kind of learned a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I can't say that I didn't realize about Cops is sometimes some people be on the way. Like, they like, you know what I didn't realize? When the police make up their mind that they taking you to jail, that's it. I don't never really see them change. Like, you know what I'm saying? And people just be begging. I hate that for them. I be hating that for them so bad. People be begging, like, please, please, please. Like, I was watching some episodes yesterday. It was crazy. For whatever reason, they just had a whole lot of police. It's crazy, right? They was showing police being pulled over. And they was on their head. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And they was begging and pleading. Child, they was trying not to go to jail. It is what it is. I guess I seen 2 of them got fired. So I guess when police be getting pulled over for DWI and stuff like that, they get fired. I guess they can't work as a police officer no more with a DWI. Okay. Now my common sense tells me, duh. If you in your cop car, you see. But like, I don't know. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how it worked. But like when they just be like off duty and somewhere swerving, and I guess I don't know. They hold them accountable. Maybe they feel like they hold them at a higher standard. You know what I'm saying? Because they should know better. But yeah. Watching Cops be a trip, you know what I'm saying? A full-fledged trip. I be like, oh man, I be feeling sorry for people because they be trying to talk themselves up out of it. And the police don't be trying to hear that shit. They don't be trying to hid. But shout out to Georgia, you know. Shout out to Georgia though, cause y'all be having a lot going on down there. They be showing Georgia like it ain't nobody business. And the police in Georgia be seeming kind of cool a little bit too. I gotta give it to them just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They still police, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But like they be doing stuff I ain't never really, like they be doing a lot of stuff. Like they be like, you want to jail? Take your phone. You gonna need your cell phone. They be letting like this one boy was going to jail and his sister, she was talking to him. Different family members was talking to him. They was letting him FaceTime with somebody else on the phone. You know what I'm saying? They just be a little bit cooler than you know what I'm saying? What I'm used to seeing or whatnot. But y'all know I don't watch TV. Child, TV is in the motherfucking dumps. All right. And child, I guess, who depending on who you ask, cops is keeping them in keeping it the lights on. You see, it just is what it is. Cause I don't know. I guess I've been watching cops for probably like a week now, and shit, it still be on. It still be on. And then TV is crazy. Y'all know they be hunting us down and stuff like that. So I be watching. I watch cops on regular TV, right? And so here it come down, sliding down my YouTube, child. I'm like, oh, Lord. They tracking me down. But yeah, child. So that's what's going on in the real world, child. You see what your girl Shay Renee touching grass, but yeah. We already discussed what's going on in these internet streets, though, child, and it ain't too much of nothing. Word on the curb is Diddy, doing his little Diddy in there doing the time. It is what it is. He doing his time now. I didn't click on the video, but I saw just recently where a lot of people were saying something about Chrisean Rock praying for Diddy and something like that. But that wasn't what it was for me. For me, it was like somebody said Chrisean act like she want to be recruited by Diddy so bad, and I'm like, what? I said, is that how she acting? You know what I'm saying? Cause like I'm gonna tell you like this, like I told y'all before, I do believe that Diddy was kind of sort of liking on Chrisean a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong because I mean, hold on. It doesn't have to be sexual. You know what I'm saying? Like attracted. You know what I'm saying to her. It could have been just like I like her. You know what I'm saying? I like her. I like the hustle in her. I like the fight in her. I like her personality. It's lots of things that he could have liked about her. You know what I'm saying? And the truth of the matter is I think he did. It is what it is. We all know Chrisean made her way to a Diddy party, child. She sure did. We all know Chrisean was at a Diddy party. Diddy allegedly said something to Lemmy regarding her. And to me at one point, You know, she was just hanging with Young Miami and stuff like that. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if they was beating around the bush, didn't really just make it crystal clear, you know. And then not to mention Chrisean she was just so caught up in a blue face fog that she probably wouldn't have recognized the shit anyway. But now that Didi's in jail, you see, and somebody probably didn't tell her what the hell was happening in the trial, because I bet you Chrisean wasn't watching. It's just what it is. She probably like, oh shit, I could have did that. Mm. I would have did that. You know, I mean, it just is what it is. Now, I'm not saying I'm not saying that's what Chrisean is saying. Of course not. But I am saying it's a possibility. That's what she thinking to herself. Because, you know, a lot of people, well, I read yesterday that somebody was saying, Chrisean seems like she tries so hard to be recruited by Diddy. And I'm like, for real? Where y'all see that at? You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, well, if she is, because I don't know that to be true at all. It's alleged over here. But I'm like, if she is, well, this is probably why. You know, it is what it is. She probably was like, well, dang, you know, I had action at them or whatever. You know, you just never know. Child, but baby. Say something. All money ain't good money. You see, y'all heard what Chloe Bailey was just saying, which I need to click on that clip a little bit more. I need to see what I need to hear it again. But I basically understood what she was saying. She was saying that in the industry will require things of you to go further, you know. And if you don't do those things, ultimately, seemingly, uh, assumingly, you will be left behind. You know, it just is what it is. You just gonna be running behind the ship. I said you just gonna be swimming behind the motherfucking ship. You know, that's what Chloe Bailey was telling us. It is what it is. She said that she watched the movie Sinners. It brought her to tears because it's so. She said it reminded her of being in the industry. You know what I'm saying? The industry is so similar, and like, you know, she touched on stuff that the movie, uh, on ways that the movie made her feel like it's similar to her own experience, um, in the music industry, and I was like, oh man, that's sad. First of all, I've been wanting to see Sinners, and now I want to see it even more. Now that Chloe then said that, yeah. So shout out to that, cause y'all know what it is. We taught the industry heavily on my channel. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like we all in it. Hello, celebrity news, celebrity gossip, trending topics. Like, we all in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it is what it is. I want to see the movie so I can ultimately, you know, form an opinion about what Chloe Bailey was saying. But like, it's always good to hear the insiders, right? Drop tea, drop the scoop, because it is what it is. Other than that, we just be assuming. You know what I'm saying? We can only go by assumptions because we ain't never actually been to the party yet. You know what I'm saying? We just ain't been to the parties just yet. We ain't got our invite, you know? It is what it is. It's coming though. The invites is coming. We'll have our press pass soon, Pooper stars. Mark my words. So anyway. If you new here, let me give y'all a rundown real quick of what we was talking about today. I talked about Kodak Black. Okay. basically saying, hey, now listen, now this shit getting out of hand. You see, according to Kodak Black, it is getting out of hand that like wealthy men are being used. Okay, if you let Kodak Black tell it, they being used. Okay, at a rapid rate. When it comes to child support, you know, and I'm just as I'm talking to y'all, I'm just sitting here thinking my mind is just going so many places, just faster than a car on the highway, you know. And I'm just thinking like, you know, Kodak Black might be right, and then it really took him to have all these kids, though. I feel like, cause you know, at one point he seemed like he was one and done, you know what I'm saying, for the longest, which shout out to Kodak Black. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how his firstborn is doing. Let me just say that. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how his firstborn is doing. Pretty well. You know, I can only imagine. But then too, you know, to have your daddy out by yourself to yourself and then he just boom turned into a baby making machine, you know. Probably was a lot on the little boy. But at least he got to grow up. You see, shout out to Kodak Black. At least he got to grow up. I mean, he's still young, but you know, he you know, it took his daddy a while, you know what I'm saying, to have some more kids. Or at least he, you know, allowed his baby to get bigger. You know, it is what it is. So, let me see. Let me see something real quick. Because let me tell y'all something. I think that having babies back to back is a beautiful thing. I do. I think it's a wonderful thing. I love that I had my kids back to back. You know what I'm saying? I do. But then at the same time, I be like, I can see the benefits of having your children just a little bit apart. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I could see the benefits of that. Just like, okay, so like when you have your kids back to back, it's almost like having twins. Okay, and like to me, from my personal experience, I'm not speaking for nobody else. I'm speaking from my own. You know what I'm saying? My personal experience. Having twins is hard. You know what I'm saying? Um, you say why? Why is it hard? Because you go through everything times two. You know what I'm saying? So to me, like having my kids aren't twins, but I had them back to back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like having twins, kind of like down there, not just like it, but really close. And like, with that being said, you just experience everything in twos, you know? And so like for me, I was like, okay, I could see of course I see the benefits of the back to back, right? Of course. Like they grow up together, they really close. Uh you know, like people I noticed that like I don't know. I just feel like they got a running mate, if that makes sense. Like people be asking for play dates with my kids, you know what I'm saying? And like I'm all for it, you know, but I just be feeling like when you have your kids um back to back or they close like that, I don't know, you know. I don't know. I realized that I'm not the mother that be looking for play dates. I used to, you know what I'm saying? But not since I had my little last two. So anyway, with that being said though, I can see benefits of like them being a little older. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Just a little older than their sibling. Lots of benefits. You know, uh and it won't be so much of like everything times two. You know, if that makes sense. So like you know, allow the kid to be a little bit more mature. Um You know, just lots of stuff, if that makes sense. Just a little bit older, not necessarily a lot. You do 3 years, um, however you decide to do it, you know. So that's why I was saying, you know, I give Kodak Black, I do give Kodak Black his card though, because his son did get to grow up, you know what I'm saying, with his daddy. Just straight make, hold on, hold on. You know, I think that was a blessing. I think that was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Um, because it's just a different type of experience, if that makes sense. So anyway, hold on. They say his son is 9. Let me see real quick. They say his son is 9. So let me see. He just started having kids, more kids. I don't know. He wasn't that damn big. Cause I thought he was older than 9. I thought he was probably like 12 now. But he's not. Um, he's 10. Okay, hold on. Hold on, y'all. So hold on, let me get this straight. The little boy is 10. And then he got a 2-year old, 2-year old. Okay. So yeah, in other words, he was like 8 when his daddy started having more kids, and that's good. You know what I'm saying? That's good. I mean, from a child's perspective, that is extremely good. Cause the truth of the matter is, you know, your kids be needing you, and when you be having them, back to back, or a lot of them, yeah, back to back. You know what I'm saying? They don't really get to experience you like they would experience you if it was just them, if that makes sense. So like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. You know, I am proud of him for the way he decided to do it. But y'all, really, Kodak Black is complaining, child, because he feel like, you see, now he just started having kids. I say he just didn't start having all these motherfucking kids. And now it's dawning on him that, like, you know, child support ain't cheap. You know, it is what it is. Child support ain't cheap. And I'll take it a step further. To me, Kodak Black is a stand-up guy, too. He's a stand-up guy, you know. He try to take care of his business, like to mind his business, you know. And so, yeah, he just down there in Florida right now trying to advocate for himself, you know what I'm saying? Because the baby mamas is, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. He part of the throw down your wallet crew. You see, it just is what it is. And the people like, you see. So it is what it is. And Kodak ain't trying to make it rain too hard. Yeah, according to what he was saying, he just ain't trying to make it rain too hard. He feel like the laws need to come up with better laws for baby mamas and child support. Okay. So anyway, shout out to Kodak Black and shout out to that. Uh, we talked about that today. We also talked about DJ Mustard and his ex and his new ting. You see, getting into it. Um, Child, if you ask me, the ex needs to remove herself. It is what it is. You had an ex-wife, and now you don't. You see, yes, baby, she just turned into Houdini. You used to see me, and now you don't. You see, by the time I got through with his ass, he would be like listening to voicemails. Yeah, shout out to that. Listen to old voicemails just to hear my voice. Okay, so it is what it is. But hey, we talked about that. We also talked about Nicki Minaj deleting the audio from her station head. Folks is like, okay, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? You know, it's Nicki, you know, is she deleting evidence? Is she deleting station head? She about to get up out that motherfucker? Which I think is going on. You see, it is what it is. That's what I think going on. Um, Ozzy Osbourne passed away. Sad, 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 sad. Um, really sad. I'm gonna have to go check on the family or whatnot. Whatnot. I just need to tap in. Um, whose song is that? Tap 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 in. That's crazy. I can't even think of whose song that is at the top of my head right now. So when we talked about Ozzy Osbourne passing away, prayers and condolences to Ozzy. Um, Chrisean and Tory, of course, linking up, child linking up. That's that. You know, people. Let me say this: people feel like Chrisean be getting preyed on. Okay, within the industry, I agree with that. It is what it is. I agree with that. Almost like that song say, "You just keep on using me until you use me up." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which, let me just say this. I didn't say it earlier, but I want to offer some words of advice to Chrisean. Chrisean, our money ain't get good money, one. And then two, like, I don't know, just like, you know how people say something about spidey senses? Use your business sense. Let your business senses kick in on this, you know? Um, I would just say be really, really stingy about where you choose to be. Okay, it is what it is. And y'all know recently they were saying something about her manager don't work for her no more. So you see, I don't know how true that is. I absolutely don't. I don't. I will say though, Chrisean was doing well. She was doing well. Now the fact that people feel like she losing her razzle dazzle a little bit, I'm like, okay, well then there might be some truth to her riding solo dolo and not having a manager no more. That might be true. So if that is true though, Chrisean, I would say like, whether you got a manager or you don't, just be picky. That's what I would say. Be picky. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, for instance, that Playboy Max situation, she shouldn't have never even been in that situation. Like that's not to say that Playboy Max isn't like that's not to down him or his platform. But one thing I can say is she shouldn't have been over there. You see, she just shouldn't have been over there in the first place. It seemed like. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, make these people work for it. And when I say work, I don't mean just come up with your fee. Sure, I got it. You see, if I'm Chrisean Rock and I got the juice right now, like Tupac said, baby, listen, I'm going to be selective. Okay, kind of like outrage. You see, hold on, y'all. And how much you wanna bet that's why Blueface, like, how much you wanna bet that's why Blueface was like, just chill until he come home. You know what I'm saying? Because I one thing about it though, Blueface, remember that interview he was doing where he said he want to be a manager? You know what I'm saying? He kind of like, he want to be a manager. It is what it is. So like, I feel like Blueface kind of be knowing what he be doing a little bit, you know? And so, you know what I'm saying? Everybody keeps saying this is why Blueface was telling her to chill, you know? So I don't know. But I will say this though, just slow down. You know what I'm saying? Slow down a little bit, Chrisean. Like Bobby V said. And I'm only saying this if like, I'm saying this for a lot of reasons. Shit. One, she don't need to be like I can't explain it, but this is the thing. Sometimes when you be all over, okay, I mean everywhere, you see, it can like ruin. It can ruin you. I mean, it is what it is. It can ruin your chances. It can ruin your opportunity. You gotta, you know, like the song say, reel it in. You see? Chrisean, I've been here, there, everywhere. Kind of like your girl Shay Renee. Excuse me. And the only problem with that is, like I said, I believe it will start to like mess with the demand. You know what I'm saying? If you already here, there, everywhere, then ain't nobody like requesting you like that. Because you already here. You're already there. You already been here. You already went there. You see? You're everywhere. And so now fans are saying like, she losing her spark. Go sit down. You know, you was that girl. Now you DJ Sky tag along. You know, just, this is why Blueface said sit down. You know, you're getting kicked off of this. First of all, Playboy Max. Is that his name? I think that's his name. Child, but, and like I said, I'm not talking down on him at all or his platform. But I will say this though, I'm not, if I'm kicking it with DDG and I'm kicking it with Casanat, right? And then dang, what's the other one name? It's one more. I want to say his name is Khalil. It might be Khalil, but don't quote me. But it's the one that took his niece to, you know, and Casanat got her in the BET Awards, and then he ended up meeting LeBron James in real life. Him. You know what I'm saying? If I'm around these people, then I know I'm not saying nothing about Playboy Max, but at the same time, I'm just not gonna be in a rush to go to Playboy Max stream. You know what I'm saying? See, she just doing too much. In other words, Playboy Max shouldn't have never even felt comfortable kicking you out of his stream. You see? So, like, that's what makes me feel like, yeah, okay. I'm not saying it's true what people saying, but I'm saying that's why people feel like, you know, you lose